Hello everyone and welcome back to BattleBox Batrep, where we are continuing with Age of Sigmar, and this time the fair and noble knights of the Flesh Eater Court are taking on the horrific mutant invaders that are the Stormcast Eternals, and we are going on Gyran this time, which seems to be more about debuffs and regeneration as opposed to the Axie side, which is way more about blowing stuff up and getting buffs in combat. So yeah, should be pretty interesting, especially because the Flesh Eater Courts have a decent amount of regeneration on them anyway. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Okay, I'm going to try and do this from memory. I'm going to check up afterwards to see how I've done. On the Stormcast side, we have got the General, the Lord Vigilant, who is just a beatstick. I've given him the Hallowed Scrolls to give him a ward save to hopefully keep him alive a bit longer. We have the Lord Veritant, who is like a wizard hunter. There are no wizards. Okay, weird one that I'm assuming is going to be FAQ'd at some point. The Vampire has spells but isn't a wizard. So I'm going to play it as in the books for now. If it gets changed, then, well, we'll see how things go. We've got the Prosecutors, who are flyy, stabby, shooty dudes, and the Liberators, who are walky, smashy, hurty dudes. The overall regiment ability is Blaze of Glory, which is basically yeah, it makes them better in melee combat. Yeah, if one of them's killed, they can kill someone in turn, which is pretty cool. Could be useful, especially because these guys hit like trucks. Which I think is cool. It's nice that the ghouls are scary. Which, on the subject of the ghouls, we have got the Aberrant Archregent, 10 Crypt Guard, the Vargulf Courtier, and 3, I think the name is Morbeg Knights, Morbheg Knights. I think the H is silent. I think they're Morbeg Knights. I just want to bring attention to the fact that these models are so cool. They're really, really cool. I really like the Flesh Eater Courts. Never had a drive to get a whole army of them, but Spearhead's doing stuff to my to my collection, in that I'm getting a lot more armies. The Archregent has, it's called the Crimson Victuals, which is a ranged spell attack, and if you kill someone and you're close enough to the Crypt Guard, then you can bring back Crypt Guard, which is awesome. And the regiment as a whole has Crusading Army, so they get +1 to advance and charge attacks, which is pretty great if we're being honest. Okay, the ghouls have Raid, where they want to get something entirely with enemy territory and not in melee combat. Raise, they want to get to the enemy's battlefield edge. Take without warning, they want to steal enemy controlled objectives, which currently is just this one over here. The Stormcast, they want to get to the Behemat Deus, which is that one over there, nice and easy for the Prosecutors to grab. They also have Raid, so they also want to get to the into the ghoul side. And they have take the flanks, so they want to grab both. Basically, they want to grab both sides in this objective, while hopefully grabbing that. It should be fairly easy, but it is going to involve them actually having to grab. It's going to involve the army having to split up, which for the Stormcast is not too bad. There are a few armies that really do require staying together, but Stormcast are fine. The twist for turn one, which I've done before you even roll for the start, is grasping vines. We don't have an underdog, so yeah, the unit. So maybe we roll off. One unit is going to be ensnared. Basically they halve their movement characteristic and roll one less dice for charging, which could be real bad. Depends who gets it, really. So I'm going to roll off for that first. So the Flesh Eater Courts and the Stormcast. Flesh Eater Courts get to pick it, and the Flesh Eater Courts are going to pick the Lord Vigilant. Screw you. Next up, rolling off to see who goes first. Is it going to be the Ghouls or the Stormcast? The Stormcast are going first. The Stormcast are absolutely blitzing up the table. The plan the attack I'm putting on the central dais, just so the boss is at least a little bit protected if anyone comes to go for him. Prosecutors over on that side, Liberators on that side. The only thing that anyone gets to do now is the Liberators are going to chuck some spears at these guys. Need 3s to hit. Need 3s to wound. And it is a 5-up save. No, it takes D3 wounds. Oof. Okay, so one of them, I think it's going to be the musician, goes down to 1 wound. They've got 4 wounds each. They are pretty damn good. But yeah, as a rule, the Stormcast don't have a huge amount of ranged attacks, and while they can charge, they want to hold that at the end of the turn, so they're not going to. But it does mean it is the end of the turn, and they now have 4 objectives. 4 objectives. They have managed to get the Bayonet Dais. That's 5. They've got Raid. They have a unit entirely in enemy territory that is not in combat. That is the Prosecutors. And they've taken the flank. So that is 7 points in 1 turn. It is now time for the Ghouls to retaliate. Okay, before moving, the Archregent has a few things it's going to do. Firstly, it's going to use deranged transformation, and it's going to use it on the Courtier. It needs 6+ to do it. That is a 9. It does. Okay, so the Courtier gets plus 2-inch movement and +1 to all wound rolls, which is nasty. It's also going to use the Crimson Victuals. Too many words. On these guys, I need 6 to cast. Does. And yeah, that is going to be D3 mortal wounds on them. 3. Okay, so it's going to kill 1. Put another one down to 1 wound. Unfortunately, the Crypt Guard are full, so they don't get to do anything else. So yeah, I don't get any reinforcements. But yeah, movement phase. So the Ghouls are very, very fast. The Morbeg Knights have they got a 15-inch run, and yeah, manage to just blitz over to the other side. They're going to grab that objective basically on their own. The Morbeg Knights are getting all three of the objectives. The courtier is going to charge there. The ghouls and the archregent are going to charge there, and these two are going to be left in the middle. So yeah, okay. So these two are 3 inches away, and the archregent is 4 inches away. So I'm going to do the archregent first, just in. Yeah, basically, if anything but a double one gets them in. Yep, 8 inches, and Vargolf, yep, 7 inches. So things are about to get nasty. Okay, yeah, there are everything's charged in. It is only right and proper that the Archregent gets the first attack with the Glory Talons and Fangs. Needs 3s to hit. Cool, needs 3s to wound. Okay, and the Stormcast get 4-up saves. Okay, so he's done 2 wounds, which is basically, this one is dead. I'm going to say this one's dead. And the other one, yeah, kind of wishes he wasn't. On to the prosecutors. Okay, it is unlikely, but the prosecutors might get the kill here. They get 9 attacks. They need to wound with 8 of them. So, they need to get 3s to hit. Okay, they've already failed to kill it. 3s to wound. Okay, it then has 6-up saves and 6-up ward save as well. So 6-up ward save. Okay, so it's taken 4 wounds. It's got 4 wounds left. But before him, it is time to do the Crypt Guard. So the Crypt Ghouls have 30 attacks. They are hitting on 4. It's hitting on 4's wound on 4, so it's not, you know, amazing. It's not bad, do not get me wrong. But it's more luck dependent than I would like. Were I to have my druthers. Come on. Looks like about half of them hit. And then 4s to wound. That's it, they don't need to do a huge amount. That was a wound, I knocked it. Okay, so, I mean, chances are there are 5 wounds left in that unit. Chances are they're going to survive this. 4-up saves. You know what? I think the Great Hammer is going to survive on 1 wound, because the leader doesn't actually do anything. So meh. It does mean that, yeah, the Stormcast have absolutely lost that objective. But the Great Hammer dude is going to attack the Archregent before he dies. Oh, by the way, the dice there is the number of glory points, valorous deeds, noble deeds. So yeah, you can spend noble deeds to summon in like replacements for the unit. You can also, if you get to 6 noble deeds, you inspire everyone around you, and 6 is the maximum. You get 1 for every wound you caused in combat, which is pretty great, if we're being entirely honest here. Yeah, let's hit back with the giant hammer. Okay. Great hammer goes, needs 3s to hit. Yep. Needs 3s to wound. Yep. Rend 1, so Archery's got a 6-up save. Noob. Does 2 damage each. It's got a 5-up ward save because it's near the Crypt Guard. Crypt Guard are essentially bodyguard units, so that's cool. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it does 4 damage. The Archery has 6 health. So you know what? Great Hammer Lady has absolutely acquitted herself here. There is no shame on her part for considering what's about to happen. Is she gonna die? Last but not least, we have the Vargulf Courtier, which is a monster in all but keyword. So yeah, 7 attacks with its immense claws. It needs 3s to hit because it's had the deranged transformation. So that is 4 hits. Needs 3s to wound. 2 wounds. They've got 4-up saves. So that is 1 immediately dies. And then it's got dagger-like fangs as well. 1 attack needs 2s to hit. Hits. Needs 2s to wound. Yep, -2 rend, or rend 2, so that is Jesus Christ. That is 5s to save. Oh, they do save that. Okay, so he's only done 2 wounds, but that is enough to get him 2 noble deed points. And also slayed an enemy, so he gets D6 hit health back, so it's 5. Also back up to full health. Yeah. You know what? It can also do a retreat action. What's the control of the No. Prosecutors are control 1. So what I could do if I was feeling especially mean is exactly what I'm going to do. He's going to use his free retreat action without taking mortal wounds to go over there, which means that now he's contesting the objective because he was standing here. So that is removed. We have taken that objective up there. The ghouls have taken this objective over here. They definitely have more control on it. We have raided, we have raised, and we have taken without warning. So that is all 3 there. So we are ghouls are now also on 6 victory points. And yeah, time to see who's going first next turn. I mean, it's a game where it's very on the flanks, which makes it very hard to film in one shot. Yeah, okay. Because yeah, we've got 3 objectives, so we have more than the enemy. And yeah, so who's going first? Is it going to be Stormcast or the ghouls? Okay, now I'm going to be honest. I'm actually quite tempted. If the ghouls take the first turn, they do not get a thing. They do not get any cards, but they might be able to cause a lot of damage. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, the ghouls are going to take the first turn. Because I think that is actually going to Oh, if the ghouls take the first... Actually, this is actually quite a difficult decision. Because if the ghouls don't take the first turn, they're almost certainly going to kill her, so that whole unit's going to come back as reinforcements. I was thinking probably charge them, which means there's a very real chance that they'll get wiped. They can come back as reinforcements. Whereas if they go second, the ghouls can weather the storm. Will hopefully be able to weather the storm. They'll have more objectives, and problem is, if I do that, the Liberator is almost certainly going to kill the Archregent, which would be bad. I mean, the Liberator would then immediately die and come back next turn. No, the ghouls are going to double turn it. It means the Stormcast get way more objectives, but it will at least mean the Archregent will survive. So, our new objectives for the Stormcast are the Ignax Deus, which is... Christ, that one! Oh, they're trying to get... Oh, dear. Ignax Deus, the Dracothan Deus, which is Rakathan, which is... Oh, that one, it's the one they're already on. And... Raise, okay, with 3 inches of the enemy long battlefield edge, which is almost certainly not going to happen, if we're being entirely honest. But... Gyran Twist, Alariel's Blessing. The underdog can pick one effect below. If there is no one, okay, there is no underdog because both sides are on 6. So we roll off to see who's going to get it. Is it going to be the Stormcast or the ghouls? The Stormcast are going to get this. Okay. What are our 2 choices? Plays a friendly unit gets you know what? I think Ward of 6+ on the Ward of 6+ on the prosecutors, mainly because healing would get exactly 1 health back on the Liberator. So yeah, let's do this. Ghouls turn 2. So we do get a bit of spellcasting first. So yeah, Crimson Victuals on the last remaining Stormcast. If I roll a 6 or more, she just dies. She just dies. Okay. It's D3 mortal wounds. She does have a ward save. Yeah. That actually frees up the ghouls. So I'm going to use a deranged transformation on the Crypt Guard, which also works. So yeah, they get +1 speed and also +1 to hit, which should definitely make things better. Also, that is the wrong gem. I forgot to turn over the gems. So that's ours now. Go away. Yeah, cool. Time for the movement phase. Okay, let's do this. The only thing that doesn't have a 3-inch charge is the Archregent, who needs 5s to get anyone. So I'm going to do them first. No, okay, the Archregent is hanging back. Everyone else, actually, I'm just going to remember they only get +1 to charge because of crusading. Still out, but still, literally cannot fail. That is 11 inches. The Morbeg guard can have 10 inches. And the Vargulf has 10 inches. Good Lord. This is insane. Time to mob the few remaining Stormcast on the board. You know, sometimes you do get a really, really cool visual, and when it's tons of tiny little dudes swarming a big dude on a giant mount, that's quite cool. The Crypt Guard are definitely going first, and they have 30 attacks hitting on 3s because of deranged transformation. Okay, that is Actually looks pretty good. It may not be once I've taken all the 1s and 2s out. Okay. 4s to wound. Come on. Come on. Well, that's a successful wound. You don't remove that one. Oh, I think he's going to survive this, but yeah, he's got a 4-up save. Drown him in dice. He does take 4 wounds. He's down to half health, which is pretty damn good. Okay, next up, I think it is sensible to let the Varghulf... Actually, no, if the Varghulf goes first, you might kill them all. If the Varghulf goes after the prosecutors, then he might heal himself all the way back up. Do you know what? I am going to try and kill off some of the Morbeg guards. Using the Staff of Abjuration. Needs 3s to hit. No. I am going to use the Judgment Glade. 1 hit. Jesus. 3s to wound. Oh no. That's bad. He did this in the last game. Yeah, he did this in the last game as well. Just like, I think the Lord Veritan just needs a bit of time to, like, I don't know, like, wind up their attacks. Maybe. It's very odd being quite this bad in combat. I know that they're like a wizard hunter, but still. That does, however, mean the Varghulf is now going to punch this lot in the face. 7 attacks hitting on 4s. Ooh, that's not amazing. Wounding on 3s. Rend 1, they get 4-up saves. Okay, another one dies. It is just the boss left. And the boss is then going to get bitten on a 3. No, it's not. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, okay. So, oh, interesting. Feeding Frenzy is the end of any turn, not at the end of a combat round. So, yeah, I've just done 2 more wounds. It's up to 4 thingies. And, yeah, yeah, so, yeah, he's going to heal back D6 wounds anyway. That's pretty good. It also means that, yeah, the prosecutors are not going to come back to almost certainly just gank this poor bastard here. Okay, on that note, though, I think the prosecutor is going to try stabbing the Varghulf courtier, because why would he not? That is 3 attacks, hitting upon 3s, wounding upon 3s, 3-up save, save, 6-up save, 6-up ward. No, that's 1 damage. It's going to heal up at the end of the turn. I'm not even going to bother thinging it. So. Oh, also, I've just realised they would have had this at the end of the last turn, but it wouldn't have changed the victory points at all. Now it's contested, but it wouldn't have been at the time. So, cool. On to the Morbeg Guard. The Morbeg Guard are brutally powerful. They have got... Yeah, I say they're brutally powerful. They've got 2 attacks each. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Well, that was a 3. Wounding on 4s. Okay, it is rend of 1. So they get 4 up saves, but on a charge they deal 2 damage each. That is 1 failed save, I believe. Yes, it is. So down to 4 wounds with the the mounts to also go. And as always, the mounts are better than the riders. 3s to hit. I say that. Okay, that is, that is 4s to hit. What did I? Oh crap! Back in a sec. I rolled a 4. 3s to wound. Nope. Okay, and because of the Griffhound, it's 2 wounds, but it gets 5 up ward save, but on a 1, the Griffhound immediately gets killed, so no. And no. Okay, it takes 2 wounds, but the Griffhound is not eaten. Which is good. We like that for the Griffhound. Okay, it is time for the Lord Vigilant to mess up some ghouls, and just to make sure this happens, it's also going to use Deliver Judgment, which means that he can attack twice. Well, he can pick a unit to attack twice. He's picking himself. The second attack will be fights last, but he is the last person to fight anyway, so he's going to just attack twice. Might actually... No, I'm going to do them one at a time. Start with his Hallowed Great Axe. Needs 3s to hit. Needs 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Rend goes straight through the thing. He's got they have 5 up. Rend goes straight through the save, but they have 5 up ward saves. So 3 die. The Griff Stalker gets 3 attacks, which are 2 hits. 3s to wound, 1 wound. Also goes straight through the armor. 2 damage, 5 up. Ward. Another one dies. Okay, and then delivering the judgment for another 5 attacks with the axe. And then the Griffhound. There's a Griff Stalk, the mount. Mount hits twice. 1 wound. So 2 wounds. That's another 2 dead. That's great to have these 2. Okay. The Flesh Eater Courts have quite contentedly switched that over to ghoul control now. Yeah. Okay. Deliver Judgment was not as good as I thought it was going to be, but on the other hand, like, oh, I'll put the wounds over there. Like, I don't know. I think the Stormcast are doing all right. Like, they're about to get their Liberators back. Yeah, I don't know. It feels not amazing. Oh, also, oh yeah, he heals up. He could make a flee roll, but he's not going to. Everyone's just stuck in combat now. Yeah, cool. On to Stormcast turn 2. We got to see reinforcements in action. Yeah, unit of Liberators comes onto the field. They are here. They are very angry, and they're going to try and kill the Art Treatant. The plan is, if they can roll a high enough charge roll, they'll be able to grab that objective and hit the Archregent at the same time. If they roll low, they can do neither. So, yeah. The only thing I have to do now is charge. Oh, I genuinely don't know if 6 inches is enough. This may not be great. They are just in. They're going to absolutely going to go for it. For anything else, because the Archregent has the chance of wiping them out. They are going to go for it. They're going to go for, and they are going to, yeah, just clobber him. 8 hammer attacks. They need 3s to hit. They need 3s to wound. Jesus. Oh, they've crit mortals. I have absolutely forgotten that. Oh, I would try and remember that in future. He's got round 1, so 6 up saves. Not 1. He has 6 up ward saves because he's nowhere near the criticals anymore. Yeah, no, he's dead. They have slain the tyrant. So he inevitably reforms because he's a vampire. Yeah, they also grabbed that objective, which is pretty nice. I think the only sensible thing to do right now is to go for the Crypt Guard. They've got 12 attacks. Oh, I did it wrong. I've been doing it wrong. I did it wrong both times, actually. It's +1 to wound, not +1 to hit, which probably would have... Actually, I don't think it would have helped dramatically over on that one. And here, it's statistically the same. It's either 4 to hit or 4 to wound. So, yeah. Yeah, 50 then 33 the other way, or 33 then 50. It basically works out the same. So... But yeah, it's meant to be +1 to wound, which I'm going to be doing now. So 4s to hit. Oh, that 3 to hit would have been nice. 3s to wound. Okay. Oh, okay. 4 up saves. Oh, he's going to survive this. 5 up ward save. Oh, he's going to take another wound though. Okay, they have taken him down to 3. Cool, good for them. You know what? Screw it. Let's do the Veritan against the Morbeg Knights. Staff of Abjuration hits. 3s to wound. Fails to wound. Sword of Judgment, hear my pleas. 3s to wound. Sweet Lord. Rend 1s, they have 5 up saves, I believe. Oof, I'm going to check that quickly. I think they've got 4 up saves. They do. Okay, so 1 is blocked, and it does D3 damage. That's 2 damage. They have 6 up ward saves. Okay, so the musician is dead. The standard bearer is going to be down to 2 wounds. And yeah. I'm going to do all that and then deal with that, then move on. Okay, yeah. Firstly, a bit bearer over there if you're a ghoul. It is time for the Vargulf to Varg smash stuff. That is 5 hits. Just needs 1 to go through. That's 3. They have 4 up saves. I think that. Oh my god! Okay, got all the saves. Then the fangs hits. It is 2s to wound. Yep. So 5 up save. Nope. It has a 6 up ward save from Alariel's Blessing. Needs to make 2 of these or it is gone. Holy crap. You go, Captain Pigeon. Hell yes. He doesn't even get his regeneration thing because he needs to actually kill someone for that. So hell yes. You know what? Liberator is immediately going to hit straight back. 2 hits. 2 wounds. 6 up saves. Nope. 6 up wards. I mean, that's 2 wounds. Down to 6. You absolute beast. Fair enough. Does, however, mean that the Morbeg Knights now get to smash up the thingy, Lord Veritant, which I guess is bad. Yeah, 4 attacks. This is the most non-committal I've ever sounded. The Lord Veritant is it's such a weird character for me. It's like it's there because they needed another model. That is 2 hits. 4's to wound. 1 wound. It's rend 1, so 4 up save. No, it's only 1 damage, so 5 up ward. No, he's down to 3. See, unlike Skaven, Morbeg Knights are actually pretty good. That is... Also, I completely misread last time. When I say the mounts are better, I mean to the point they've got 3 attacks. I thought that was 1. Okay, they got 9 attacks, hitting on 4s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. All of them. Rend 1, so 4 up saves. That is 6 wounds. Got to do them 1 at a time because of the Griffhound. Fine. Fine. 1 goes through. Okay, got to make 2 of these. Okay, the Griffhound is dead. Takes the other 2 wounds. Yeah, the Lord Veritant is dead. Again, I don't get the Lord Veritant. It's a weird model. But, meh. Here we are. I guess it's time to absolutely just obliterate. I say absolutely obliterate some criticals. It took 2 rounds of combat to kill 6. Let's start with a Hallowed Great Axe. Needs 3. Needs 2 to hit, plus 1 to hit for being on this. It's on his turn. They all hit. 3s to wound. That is 6 wounds with 5 up ward saves. Not enough. Yeah, the unit dies. However, now we're in a weird. Firstly, that does mean also that the Stormcast are going to take that back. We are in an odd situation here. Now, I was kind of hoping this wouldn't have to come up before an FAQ drops, but it hasn't yet. And okay, so I'm in an odd situation with the Crypt Ghouls. The Crypt Ghouls have the reinforcement symbol, but they don't have the reinforcement keyword. I get the impression they're meant to be reinforcements, but like other units that have... find anything that's got reinforcements. There you go. They actually have the keyword as well as the symbol. I'm guessing they're meant to have the keyword. I'm going to treat them as such because that is way more prominent than the keyword. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's a very, very weird one. I'm going to treat them as if they are. Yeah, in the meantime, these two have been flipped back over, which means that Stormcast now have 2 objectives. They don't have more than the enemy. They've got the same amount. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. They get 4 victory points, which I believe puts them to 10 versus 9. Which, interesting. Got a roll to see who goes first next time. We've got, is it going to be the Stormcast or the... Yeah, you know what, the Flesh Eater Courts, I'm going to let them go first, which means they do get to thingy up. So their new objectives are cut off the head. We've got to try killing the general. Fun. Actually, it may not be too hard. Hold ground. You complete the battle attack at the end of your turn if there are more friendly models contesting the large terrain feature. Okay, cool. So we're just going to grab that. And take the flanks. 3 inches of both battlefield edges. Not going to happen. I'm going to focus on cut off the head, if I'm being entirely honest, because he's down to 3 wounds and looks quite vulnerable right now. So, our Stormcast gets do not waver. You complete the battle tactic if any friendly units fight in this turn and no friendly units were destroyed. Oof. I mean, doable, but we'll see. And War of Attrition. You complete this. If any enemy units were destroyed this time, and more enemy units than friendly units were destroyed, which normal circumstances, that's actually quite easy for the Stormcast. It's just at this point in turn 3, probably not. Also, the twist is take the land. Each player scores 1 extra victory point at the end of the turn if they are more friendly models contesting of the oh, so don't get large territory features in it. Both. Interesting. In addition, the underdog adds 1. That's the Flesh Eater Corpse, by the way. It's 9 to 10, or 10 to 9. In addition, the underdog adds 1 wound to wound rolls for attacks made for friendly units that target a unit contesting. Which, oh, that's real bad for you. I'm pretty sure contesting is within 3 inches. So basically everyone gets +1 to wound rolls against them. Oof! And I'm about to bring on some tripticals as well. Yeah, I think cut off the head indeed is about to happen right now. Oh no. Still, let's do this. Okay, the Crypt Guard have turned up. The Morbeg are already in combat with him, so they're just going to pile in. This lot they've got to get 5 inches, so they get +1 from the charge, from being Crusaders. They are well in, which means they can also grab that and also grab this, because even if this guy survives, yeah. Yeah, it says control is within combat range, so it's 3 inches. So yeah, let's do this. So, for reasons which are going to become apparent momentarily, the Vogel Courtier is going first. Going to just try mauling the prosecutor again. It doesn't have a ward save anymore, so yeah, forced to hit. Oh my god. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. Rend 1, so it just needs 1 of these to go through. Yeah, okay, so Liberator is dead. The reason this is important, beyond taking up more of the reinforcements, it does in fact mean there's up to 6 noble deed points. Now, if you get to 6 noble deed points, then you have got Feeding Frenzy. Add 1 to the attack characteristic of melee weapons used by friendly units while they are wholly within 12 inches of a friendly unit that has 6 points. So that is them, and when they pilot, it's going to be the Morbeg Knights as well. And I think that is worth losing a few of these, if I'm being entirely honest. That said, I might... you know what? You know what? I think the Lord, because he's within 3 inches of both of them, is actually going to go for the Knights. He's going to pile all his attacks onto the Knights, try and finish them off. Otherwise, things are about to get problematic. So, 3s to hit. Oh dear. 3s to wound. Oh dear. It's 2 ren, so 6 up save. Nope. 2 6-up wards. Okay, so that's 2 wounds from him and 3 attacks from the Griffstalker. 2 hits. 3s to wound. Both wound. 5-up saves. 6-up ward. Okay, so Standard Bearer is dead and he's down to 3 wounds. Oh, it's not an amazing time to be the general right now. Okay, the Crypt Guard are going in. They are incensed by the fact their lord has died, and they are going to take it out on this dude. They now need 3s to hit. Oh my god. Yeah, now they're on 3s to hit and 3s to wound, because they're also taking that as well. Oh, sweet Lord. Do not dick with the serfs. We are wop, wop, wop. We are well-armed peasants. That is... and the Lord's Vigilant is about to be macaroni in a pot. So, that is 3s to wound. I mean, I say that. He might survive this. He's got 3 wounds left. And yeah, got a 4-up save followed by a 5-up ward. It's just my lord. So the 4-up save. Okay. So only got to make 5 5-up ward saves, or he's brought down by peasants. Angry, angry peasants. Okay, he needs to make 5, because he's failed 3. He has been brought low by the peasant hordes. Yeah. Wat Tyler sends his regards. That also means that we now have, we can scatter some green gems on the board. We actually have 4 out of the 5 objectives now. Yeah. Hell yeah. There, we control an objective, more than your opponent. 1 objective, 2 objectives, more than our opponent, and 1 for each of these. We've got cut off the head. Hold ground, we've got that. We don't have take the flanks, so that is 5. We do, however, have... yeah, we've taken their large terrain feature as well. So that means we are up to 6 points. We've gone from 9 to 15. Yeah. Stormcast turn. Before anything else, just realised he's got a heal D6. Yeah, he's back at full. Cool. Just remember that. It's now it's the start of the Stormcast turn 3. Okay, the last of the reinforcements have arrived. The Liberators tried to run down to get raids and have managed to just miss it, so they've decided to go for this objective as well, just grab it. I was thinking, it's cool, it means they can charge. They can't charge, they advanced. But I'm going to try and get War of Attrition on this guy, throwing in some spears first. Need 3s to hit. Yes, needs 3s to wound. Yes, got 5 up saves. Failed them all. That is 3d3 wounds. It's only got 3, but he does have a ward save, so that is a total of 7 wounds. So I need to make 5, 6 up, feel no pain, or he's going to die. He's dead. The Morbeg Knight is also gone. And yeah, I actually don't even know what the charge range is on these guys. I'm going to roll, see if they can charge into this lot. If they can fight and not die, then they also get Do Not Waver. 7 inches, I don't think is going to be in range, but I'm going to check. They were just in. I mean, it's not exactly a position I'd want to be in. I'd really have preferred rolling higher, so they're nowhere near their own armor thing. But here we are. Yeah, they need 3s to hit with their spears. Really need to kill more than that, mate. 3s to wound. Okay, they don't have armor, but they do have 5 up ward saves. That is 2 die. And in return, it's going to be 24 attacks back. I need to grab some dice. Okay, that is 24 attacks, hitting on 3s because they're within range of the courtier. That is what is known in the trade as a poo roll. I think the Stormcast may manage to get the Do Not Waver roll. 3s to wound because they're within 3 inches of their own long table thing. Okay, no. 4 up saves. And they've got 2 wounds each, so they just need to just not fail 6, basically. 1 dies, 1's down to 1 wound. That is fine. He can die. Make it slightly harder for the courtier to determine it. And the other one is down to 1 wound. Middle ground continues to be theirs. The Stormcast grab 1. That one. So they get 2, 3, and 4 because they killed a unit. So Stormcast are up to 14 victory points. The blebs. Where am I going with this? Yeah, just 14 victory points. So yeah, the Flesh-Eater Courts are still winning this. Okay, that's the end of round 3. So who's going first? Be the Flesh-Eater Courts or the Stormcast? Flesh-Eater Courts are going to continue keeping the initiative. Stormcast are the underdogs though, so they get Lifespring. The underdog picks 1 objective on the battlefield. If there is no underdog placed roll off, that objective becomes a Lifespring. This battle round, each player scores 1 extra victory point at the end of the turn if they control that objective. In addition, at the end of each turn in the battle round, after victory points have been scored, heal 1 on each unit contesting. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to pick this one. Mainly because I don't think anyone can even get to it to contest it. I think it's going to matter, but we'll see. The new Flesh Eater Court objectives are get Dracothan, which I think is the middle. I genuinely don't know which one Dracothan is. Might be the middle one. I have to check. Attack on 2 fronts. You complete this battle tactic at the end of your turn if you control 2 objectives that were controlled by your opponent. There barely are 2 objectives. I'm not going to do that one, but on the Stormcast side, take without warning. You complete this battle tactic at the end of your turn if you gain control of an objective that was controlled by your opponent. Possible. Downside, you've got to be able to do it without fighting. And also cut off the head. They already have slain the general, so they're just going to get that anyway. Cool. So yeah, on to Flesh Eater Court's turn 3. They are winning. Yeah, just as they're winning. That's it. Let's see how the final round goes. So yeah, the courtier has managed to move up here. No shooting. Needs to get 7 inches to get in, plus 1 from the being crusading force. Does not, however, 5 inches might at least mean I could charge the prosecutors. If I can, I'm going to. I should be able to. But yeah, I should probably check. Just because if I can, why not? Yeah, he's in. Right, he's going to attack first. He's a unit in his own range, so he gets +1 to hit. That is, and he now needs 3s to hit. He now needs 3s to wound. They get 4 up saves. Fair enough. 1 attack with a bite, needs 2s to hit. Hits. Wounds. Honestly, yeah, there's a 5 up save they need to make it, otherwise he's literally going to kill both of them with a single bite. Yeah. He does 3 wounds, they immediately die because they don't have a ward save. Yeah. You know what? At the end of the turn, oh no, you can't. Boo! I was going to say, he can do a free retreat that doesn't get mortal wounds. He might be able to come down here and grab this objective too, which would be very funny. But I don't think he can. He can, but he doesn't have the control to do anything about it. He can stay where he is. Yep. He can use his retreat move to turn around, to look directly at them in a definite kind of what you're going to do, mate, kind of way. But because of this, we have got the Dracothian Deus. That is 3 more victory points. We're up to 18. Now, I am going to call it there. What I'm going to do, I am going to call it there. The Stormcast cannot win. They just don't have the like they're going to get 3 victory points. They need to get 4. They physically cannot get the 4th objective. Oh, they can. They can cause a draw. Oh, interesting. Because they've got 2. Okay, so, so the oh no, they're not. No, they won't. It'll be 19 to 18 because we've got 3 objectives. That's 1 normal, 1 for the 1 for having 1 for having more than 1 for having more than your opponent, 1 from controlling the Dracothian Deus, which would be 19. And even if they run back here, oh, how many? No, that'll be a draw. Okay, this is actually quite interesting. So, no matter what we do, the Stormcast can cause a draw. One for one for one for more than one for cut off the head. They can get one for raise by just grabbing the thing, battlefield edge, and they get one for holding this, the specific objective. So that means after all of this, Stormcast turn, they're just going to move down here and force a draw. So yeah, the two knightly forces have fought each other to a standstill. But hell yeah, that was remarkably close. I'm down for that. That was really cool. Hell yes. Let's do a debrief. So hell yes, that was incredibly close. Yeah, it was so close it was a draw. In fact, yeah, I'm beginning to get how this game is meant to be played now. It's very quick, very, very quick. Way more. It feels a lot more objective based than Combat Patrol. Combat Patrol was very sort of, if you can just wipe your opponent, meh. Whereas this is very, very much more like, don't. Like, actively you have to try and not die and grab objectives, do whatever the cards tell you. Just, yeah, also, this time I learned the vital importance of occasionally, like, dropping a few objectives to get to take the initiative. Like, I think the Flesh Eater Courts taking the initiative on turn 2 probably kept them in the game by just allowing them to clear just a whole bunch of dudes out. I think it would have been easier, well, better if I'd had a couple of objectives I couldn't have done in turn 1, and I could have kept a couple and just tried them, but meh. Honestly, yeah, absolute blast. Flesh Eater Courts are very cool. They hit like an absolute truck. I do wonder if the Arch region is going to be FAQ to be a wizard, and I'm assuming that the Crypt Guard are going to be FAQ to actually have the reinforcements keyword. But apart from that, basically no notes. Yeah, hell yeah. I just a really good time. I hope you had a good time as well watching this. Next time we are doing Flesh Eater Courts versus Skaven, so absolutely subscribe for that. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm here for it. I'm excited. And yeah, like and comment down below. Just let me know what. I have a plan for the next few Spearheads. Let me know what Spearhead you'd like to see. I make no promises, but be interesting to see what people want. Yeah, hell yeah, just hell yeah. Second game of this, second game I've come away with a gigantic grin on my face. Hell yes, always down for it. Just thank you very much for watching. Have a great night. I'm just going there. Nah. Night.